A chilling reincarnation story found on readersdigest.com.au. When I was your age, I changed your diaper, said the dark-haired boy to his father, Ron. Names of boys and their family members were changed to protect their privacy, by the way. Looking down at his smiling son, who had not yet turned 2, he thought it was a very strange thing to say, but he figured he had misheard him. But as baby Sam made similar remarks over the next few months, Ron and his wife Kathy gradually pieced together an odd story. Sam believed that he was his deceased grandfather, Ron's late father, who had returned to his family. More intrigued than alarmed, Ron and Kathy asked Sam, "How did you come back?" "I just went whoosh and came out the portal," he responded. Although Sam was a precocious child, he'd been speaking in full sentences from the age of 18 months. His parents were stunned to hear him use a word like portal, and they encouraged him to say more. They asked Sam if he'd had any siblings, and he replied that he'd had a sister who turned into a fish. Who turned into a fish? Some bad guys. She died. Eerily enough, Sam's grandfather had a sister who had been murdered 60 years earlier. Her body was found floating in San Francisco Bay. Ron and Kathy then gently asked Sam, "Do you know how you died?" Sam jerked back and slapped the top of his head as if in pain. 1 year before Sam was born, his grandfather had died of a cerebral hemorrhage. The Reincarnation of Franz Liszt. Vladimir Levinsky, who was born David Secom in England in the 1930s, had such an innate gift for playing the piano that he was able to teach himself to be a concert pianist. When asked about lessons, he remarked, "I have no time for them. I have a technique of my own." So gifted was Levinsky, and at such a young age, that he came to recognize himself as the reincarnation of Franz Liszt, the German composer and pianist. By age 21, he was performing for packed concert halls and known as the Paganini of the piano. Unfortunately, Levinsky's interest in Liszt at times came to border on obsession, such as when he was playing a concert on January 23rd, 1952, and stopped playing halfway through to talk about Liszt. The audience was disappointed, but Levinsky, for his part, felt the